Hello and welcome back everyone, I'm Day-Glo Buffalo and this is Let's Play Master Reboot Blind. When we last left off we had gone through both the beach and the hospital memory. And we had seen David and Madison get engaged. And we had also found out that Madison had been in hospital when she was about 18 years old and she had flatlined for like 3 minutes. And that Astrid actually did die of leukemia at some point. And that Callie was very, very scared of losing one or possibly even both of them, but she did leave a card. So, it actually makes me, oh, there's something from the beach memory. There's a flying parasol. Actually makes me think the note was for Astrid, because Callie seems to be to view Madison as a rival, not as a friend. So yeah, so that was probably that note, or that get well card was probably for Astrid. Anyway, now we got the circus memory, so let's check it out and see what happens. And we are in a dark forest with a door leading nowhere. And this time we don't have a flashlight. Seems to be, whoa. But anyway, I have to say that the sound design in this game is pretty damn effective. You know, all those sounds in the hospital, walking around in the dark with all those sounds, that was very nicely creepy. So let's check out this rubber ducky. Have you got what it takes? Why not join our growing family? Opportunities available in programming, human resources, cloud architecture, hub design, memory management, soul cloud maintenance, and many more. They never told us about the 4-hour time limit. We lost 2 recruits last week. 4-hour time limit for what? Whoop, I keep pressing... keep trying to use escape to get out of the, you know, the documents we find with the ducks, but it's not escape that we have to use. Now I'm moving over this way because I'm looking for other ducks. There's some really big mushrooms here. Wow, some even bigger mushrooms. Because in the end, the ducks are kind of like the whole point of the... Oh, there's Callie. Or at least who I presume to be Callie. The ducks are kind of the whole point of the thing, because they're the ones who give us clues to the plot. Otherwise, it's just like some... a bunch of like puzzles devoid of any context. All right. We saw something, probably the exit. Not sure what it is that we picked up. Whoa. I do have chills going on with the sound design, so great job on the sound design again. Oh, there's a bed over there. Ah, and that is maybe that red light over there is what we saw earlier. There's a fountain. There's Callie stalking through the mist. Okay. A picture of Callie and David together, and they both seem to be smiling rather awkwardly and forcedly. Thought I saw something. Oh. Did I just see her? Well, these last couple of memories, we see a lot more of her. I don't know if that is supposed to be like a jump scare or something, but you know, it's just a sound. Maybe I'm not facing the right direction if there is some kind of visual cue. But okay, this is a graveyard. Not sure what all of this has to do with a circus. Oh, there's the circus. Well, that's my question answered. And we get some circusy music. I have taken someone dear to you. Your lost soul is in the digital ashes of dead bodies. All digital hell surrounds you, and I will suffocate you in it. So, is the person dear to us that this entity took? Probably Astrid. And okay. There is Callie again showing off her superior athletic ability. Come on, give me some more ducks. Oh, there's a merry-go-round. And a duck that's rotating. David, subject number 20032 is an incomplete specimen. Data recovery is uncertain. Something of death. Subject. Oh, it's 200326. Did not die in a conventional manner. I do not know if I have enough data to upload David to the Soul Cloud. Oh, so subject. I thought in the beginning, David at the top was supposed to be like that this was addressed to David. But no, this is actually about David. Subject number 200326 is David and the person. And some person is apparently either the person who wrote this or whatever, probably Madison, you know, is was like removing the number. This guy's not a number, he's got a name. That's a person. So, subject to did not die in a conventional manner. I do not know if I have enough data to upload David to the soul cloud, but I must try. I cannot live if I must save David. Okay. Again, this could also be Callie, because probably she was more obsessed with David than with Madison, or at least she was obsessed with Madison as a function of David. That's the impression that I get. And there is another one of those balls. Oh! The circus is now open! But of course, before seeing what the circus is all about, gotta continue exploring. So apparently David died too somehow. And whoever, well, possibly Madison, because she's the one who works for Mystery. I've seen no indication that Callie works for Mystery. She is trying to upload him, but apparently the memories are incomplete. Oh, there's a statue. Or, well, there are some problems with the upload. Diary, December 20th, 2015. Dear Diary, as you know, I died for 3 minutes on the 18th of November. Everyone at school seems to think it's so cool. Oh, so cool to die and see nothing but darkness. No, it's not freaking cool. It's terrifying. Seeing nothing and realizing that death is the end. It was scary. I keep having nightmares about it. I need to do something about this. Madison. Okay, so that brings into focus her motivation for wanting to create the soul cloud. Kind of engineer an afterlife, since she didn't see an afterlife when she died for 3 minutes. So, there's nothing there around the statue. And we're back with the giant mushrooms that we saw in the beginning. I thought I saw something back there, but it was only more mushrooms. Although not the giant kind. You know, I hope I didn't miss any rubber duckies, because finding them here, you know, amongst all these trees, it's kind of hard to orient yourself. And kind of keep track of the various ducks that you have seen. You know, it could be bad enough in some of the other levels, but here it is like even worse because, as I said, it's difficult to orient yourself in this forest. Oh, a circus with a clothesline. Well, circus people have to dry their clothes too. Oh, we didn't see this though. Not that there seems to be all that much to see. Just a pair of trees with lights on them. Seems like there's no rubber ducks in here. Only one way to go. Oh. Well, this looks straight out of Tron. Oh. This one was kind of difficult to catch. Whoops. No! So close. Seems like they sometimes change speed. It's kind of hard to tell when you're actually in position to move ahead. And here we are. Okay, so somebody came and stabbed David. That I did not expect. And of course, we're missing a rubber duck. That's annoying. Alright, so you want to know where the final duck is? Oh, we're here at the circus tent. And here in this bucket is the final duck. Which, personally, I would say is kind of unfair, at least in this level. You know, this level is disorienting enough as it is. To also have a duck like hidden in a bucket like this, where you can't see it from anywhere unless you're right on top of it. I don't know. Personally, I think it's not the best design decision, but then it's not my decision. So anyway, we found it, so let's check it out. Tragedy at Fairgrounds. A day at the fair ended in tragedy yesterday when David Rhee, famous as co-founder of the Mystery Foundation, was killed in a shocking attack in a crowded area of Matt O'Connell's fairground. Rhee was stabbed in the lower abdomen by a hooded assailant and later died en route to the hospital. The attacker was revealed to be Callie Patterson, 28. Patterson is believed to have a history of mental illness and was arrested at the scene. One source states that Patterson was driven by revenge targeting Ree after her sister's soul was lost in the recent Soul Cloud crash. Astrid Patterson was heavily involved in the Soul Cloud's creation and was a close friend of both Ree and his partner, Madison Jones. She died tragically 4 years ago from leukemia, leaving Callie as the only surviving member of the Patterson family. Jones, CEO of Mystery and creator of the Soul Cloud, was present at the scene and was unavailable for comment last night. Callie Patterson is arrested by police. The young artist, 28, is believed to have a history of mental illness. So, well, David was stabbed. He did die. And apparently, because he was stabbed, he died unnaturally or whatever, and that complicates his upload, which Madison is trying to still achieve. At the same time, Callie did kill him. And apparently Astrid's soul was lost in the Soul Cloud crash. So is it Callie that is haunting us, or maybe like fragments of Astrid that are left in the Soul Cloud? Oh well, I guess we'll eventually find out. Okay, so here we have the Circus Memory. It is green, and we have all 5 memories. So, well, we can move on to the graveyard. Doesn't that sound cheery? And here we are in the graveyard. Here's a crypt that is boarded up. We can see a hand in there. Like somebody slumped over, maybe? It's kind of hard to see because when you're crouched, you're too low. When you're standing up, you're too high. So kind of have to piece together what you see while going from standing to crouching. Another boarded up crypt with another person slumped over inside. And so far, no ducks. Here's a walled shut crypt. And up here's the red cube. Oh, there's our first duck. Certified copy of an entry. Death. Registration District Morganshire. Date and place of death 26th of October 2028 in transit to Banner Hospital. A name and surname David Ree. Male. Date of birth 1st of November 1997 Banner Hospital. Occupation and the usual address. Director Mystery Foundation 235 New Street Morganshire. Name and surname of informant Evelyn Brown. Qualification PhD Forensics. Usual address New Street Hospital. Cause of death single stab wound, lower abdomen. B shock, C heart attack. Certified by Dr. R. Pring. He has certified that the particulars given by me above are true or to the best of my knowledge and belief. Date of registration, 28th of October, 2028. So here we have David's certificate of death. There's a fairly ominous house over there. Oh. Here's a crypt with a duck inside. So do we... Whoa. We are now in the mist. I guess there's a way to open the crypts then? So otherwise there'd be no way to get to that duck. Whoa. That was fairly deep over there. Anyone home? Hello? Here's a bottle. 0 of 8. Oh, do we have to collect these sparkly things? Yes. Sparkly things, or maybe fireflies? And no, this is just more sparkly things. Ah, here is a message. In truth, we are beings of spirit and not flesh, but I will take both from you. So since that's Callie's tattoo, is that kind of her thought process? And maybe, you know, she blamed Madison for the crash of the Soul Cloud, which lost Astrid's soul, I guess. And so she killed David as revenge. Because we saw in the message, I think in a circus, it was, I took somebody close from you. Here's the green cube. I wonder what happens when we have all the fireflies. Well, I guess we'll find out once we do. Well, there's the last one. Okay, what do we do now? We bring him back to the house. Oh, there's a duck. Andrew Marvel, Collected Poems, page 128. What but a soul could have the wit to build me up for sin so fit? So architects do square and hew green trees that in the forest grew. Not very good with poetry, me. I wonder if this light over here... Oh, there's something up there? It looks like there is, but... Oh. Oh, we got ourselves a hammer. And you know what we'd do if we had a hammer? We'd hammer in the morning. And hammer in the evening all over this town. You have only one hand. In loving memory, death be not proud, though some have called thee mighty and dreadful, for thou art not so. For those whom thou think'st thou dost overthrow, die not, poor death, or yet canst thou kill me. 1997 to 2028. So that is for David. You are not David, though. Oh well, I think this video has gone on long enough, so I'll cut it off here. For now, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like or a comment below. Subscribe to stay up to date, and I will see you in the next part. So until then, have a good one.